It's not okay, though. It's not, on Roblox. Sam was on Roblox yesterday. And a thing popped up, and he started laughing. And I was like, Mommy, look. And it was a picture of my cry face. And it was a game that someone made of Roblox. And it said Kim's new tape. When you clicked on it, and thank God he can't read yet.
The thing that surprised me the most, that I actually had to reread it because I said, is this true?
When they raided P. Diddy's house with the videotapes of celebrities in those Diddy wild parties, apparently they have Kim Kardashian on one of those videotapes putting stuff in men's drinks. This is crazy, guys.
So I went to a women's prison, CIW, and I sat in a room like this. And this one girl was like, my boyfriend had me go get drugs or pick something up at this apartment. And I didn't know that like some was going to go down and someone died and like these crazy stories. And I thought to myself, oh my God, one time my friend had me go pick up like ecstasy at this apartment. And like, what if something happened? And I was like, I literally thought that. And,
So Elwood's right
and no, I'm being serious though. Like, I was like, what? I don't want to name names, but I'm getting myself in trouble here.
Diddy had to control other people in the industry. So we are giving you your freedom, but on behalf of the feds, you are going to keep some people in the industry in line. So you can imagine the feds just like messaging Diddy whenever they want him to get somebody under their thumb.
Jada Smith isn't just exposing the Hollywood elites anymore, she's in full-blown panic mode. And this time she's dragging Kim Kardashian into the chaos because let's be real, Kim and Diddy have been moving in the same circles for years, but now that Diddy's empire is crumbling, the truth about their hidden connection is finally coming out, and trust me, you're not ready for this one. What could possibly connect Kim K and Diddy in a way that has Jada this rattle? Well, let's just say their mutual link is none other than Will Smith himself.
Can't expect it to be easy. It's like our marriage was the most difficult, grueling, and excruciating thing that we've ever taken on in our lives.
That's right, with Diddy's downfall exposing every shady deal and secret alliance in Hollywood, people are finally waking up to the network that has been operating behind the scenes for years.
What does it mean to love in freedom?
The simple idea is it's friendship versus marital prison.
Ooh. Does that mean you all can have other partners, but you just have to be respectful with each other?
So people only think in terms of people are trying to put something on it. Will and Jada, what they doing with other people?
Yeah.
Right? Will and Jada ain't really doing too much or nothing.
It's an open secret that Will is always looking like he's trying to prove something. It's like no matter what he did, whether it was winning awards, making blockbuster movies, or even slapping people on live TV, Jada never really looked his way. The man could have set himself on fire to keep her warm, and she probably would have told him Tupac wouldn't have burned this fast, and Will himself accepted.
Goal is not a goal. We're going to love each other
No matter what.
Will gets right to the heart of their non-traditional marriage during the Oprah Conversation. Will Smith, out today on Apple TV+. The couple first revealed details last year on Red Table Talk, which coined a new term.
I got into a different kind of entanglement.
An entanglement?
Yes. Yes.
A relationship?
Yes.
Was that hard for you sitting there?
No. It's like, no.
How long were you all actually separated? Was it months or years?
We never actually officially separated. We agreed that she had to make herself happy and I had to make myself happy. And then we were going to present ourselves back to the relationship.
We ride together.
We die together.
Bad marriage for life.
It is not your responsibility to make your wife happy, right? Just like it's not my wife's responsibility to make me happy. It's my responsibility to make me happy, and it's her responsibility to make her happy, and then we're going to come together and build on that happiness.
Will Smith is continuing to get candid about his marriage to Jada Pinkett Smith. The 53-year-old actor is featured in a new cover story for GQ and discusses the revelations in his upcoming memoir titled Will. The Philadelphia native reveals that Jada was not the only one engaging in other relationships outside of their marriage. He explains, quote, "We have given each other trust and freedom with the belief that everybody has to find their own way. And marriage for us can't be a prison. And I don't suggest our road for anybody. I don't suggest this road for anybody, but the experiences and the freedoms that we've given one another and the unconditional support, to me, is the highest definition of love."
Anything that I need to make myself happy, I will present that to my wife that I need that to be happy. Divorce is not an option. We're going to be together. So we're going to figure out how to be.
Oh, but here's where it gets real messy. The word on the street is that Will and Jada can't even divorce because of some alleged pact with Diddy. And if that's true, then their so-called bad marriage for life wasn't just a cringy inside joke, it was a contract they couldn't break. Now, let's talk about Diddy's role in all of this, because apparently he and Will have more in common than people ever realized. Remember when Will openly admitted that he fantasized about having 20 women at his beck and call, yeah, not one, not two, not even 320.
The far cry from the start of their relationship. In his new memoir titled Will, out Tuesday, he writes, quote, "We drank every day and had multiple times every day for 4 straight months. There were only 2 possibilities. I was going to satisfy this woman, or I was going to die trying."
Those early days were spectacular. It ended up being a lot more complex than that.
Oh, but here's where it gets real messy. The word on the street is that Will and Jada can't even divorce because of some alleged pact with Diddy. And if that's true, then their so-called bad marriage for life wasn't just a cringy inside joke. It was a contract they couldn't break. Now, let's talk about Diddy's role in all of this, because apparently he and Will have more in common than people ever realized. Remember when Will openly admitted that he fantasized about having 20 women at his beck and call? Yeah, not 1, not 2, not even 3, 20.
The Independence Day star also touches on his fantasies involving other women and candidly discusses working with an intimacy coach. Will's greatest desire in the world? To have a harem of girlfriends. Specifically, Will named Misty Copeland and Halle Berry, and says his intimacy coach even worked on the list with him. Will tells the mag, quote, "I don't know where I saw it or some teenager, but the idea of traveling with 20 women that I loved and took care of and all of that, it seemed like a really great idea. And then after we played it out a little bit, I was like, that would be horrific. That would be horrific. I was like, can you imagine how miserable?" The Oscar nominee says that the intimacy coach was cleaning out my mind, letting it know it was okay to be me and be who I was.
At the end of the day, it's just not...
And listen, for most people that's a wild stretch, but Will wasn't just talking. This was something he actually considered, and guess who else is known for surrounding himself with a whole lineup of people catering to his every whim. Yep, did he-o. But let's not act like Will was the only one out here exploring his options, because Jada, she didn't just step out of the marriage, she straight up walked into the arms of her son's friend.
Will and I shared some very private truths about our relationship.
The hit star says that a lot of details regarding their relationship have already been made public, including Jada's entanglement with singer August Alsina, which she opened up about on her Facebook Watch show Red Table Talk in July 2020.
I got into a different kind of entanglement with August. One thing I want to get clear about and clean up, one of the things that was kind of swirling in the press about you giving permission, which is, the only person that can give permission in that particular circumstance is myself.
Yes, a relationship.
Yes, it was a relationship, absolutely. I was in a lot of pain, and I was very broken. Now, in the process of that relationship, I definitely realized that you can't find happiness outside of yourself.
Will explained to the mag, in part, quote, "Jada never believed in conventional marriage. And for the large part of our relationship, monogamy was what we chose, not thinking of monogamy as the only relational."
That's right, while Will was allegedly living his best life elsewhere, Jada was cozying up to August Alsina, and the craziest part, Will liked to play dumb at first, acting like he had no clue about Jada's little entanglement. But here's the gag that wasn't the truth at all. He later admitted that they had actually covered it up, because let's be real, the whole situation was just messy beyond belief.
I actually sat down with Will and had a conversation. He gave me his blessing. I totally gave myself to that relationship for years of my life. And I truly and really, really deeply love and have a ton of love for her.
As for why Will and Jada publicly reacted to August's comments about his relationship with Jada, to protect themselves. Quote, we sort of came to the agreement that authenticity was the release from the shackles of fame and public scrutiny.
We were at a birthday party that I think either Matt Damien was giving for Ben Affleck. It was just a little gathering. It was at the Four Seasons. Will Smith and his sister and her husband, we were all sitting on this side of the room. Matt Damien, Ben Affleck, Jennifer Lopez, Puff, Will Smith, and Jada, they were sitting on the other side of the room. So I know Puff so well that he stood up. When he stood up, he walked and did his own some kind of way, like, and then he was like this, like, and I went over towards him. I know to go over there towards him. So I go towards him, and he said to me, yo, I think Will and Jada are trying to scoop up Jennifer. I want you to stay close, because I'm a snuffer. I said, Will Smith gonna beat us. No, Puff the scrap now. But I don't think he can beat Will Smith. You know what I'm saying? And he can scrap. You know what I'm saying? So then, he said, so I didn't go back over there where Will Smith's sister and her husband was. I stayed about, if he snuffed Will, I could move slow enough that Will could probably get 2 or 3 punches back in.
Jana can no longer use Will as a scapegoat to hide behind. Word on the street is that she's already planning to go into hiding before the truth catches up with her, and she's held accountable for everything that's been going on behind the scenes. The question is, what's next for Jada? Stay tuned, because you won't want to miss how this whole web of lies unravels. What do you think? Is Jada really preparing for her own downfall? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more explosive updates.